The fallout from the racist texting scandal at the Antioch Police Department continues. Now, for the first time, serious felony charges are being dismissed because the district attorney's office says the investigating officers are linked to that texting scandal. ABC 7 News reporter Ansar Hassan spoke to the victim's family and has the story.
Last October, police found Michaela Charleman's body burned and mutilated along a trail in Antioch. Two men, Ashton Montalvo and D'Angelo Boone, were arrested in connection to the case. But the charges they face are now being dropped.
What justice looks like to me is a fair trial. Now the case is dismissed and they walk free with no rehabilitation, with no punishment.
Nicole Eason is Michaela's older sister. She says she's frustrated that the evidence alone wasn't enough to move the case forward.
There was some concrete evidence that should have landed a conviction. So we are very heartbroken at the judicial system.
These are the first serious felony charges being dismissed because these officers are linked to the Antioch police texting scandal.
It was a very difficult decision to make.
Annie Esposito is the assistant DA who made the decision to dismiss the charges.
Depending on how the officers are involved, is it incidental or are they actual material witnesses? If they are material witnesses and they're not available, how are we supposed to proceed to prove the case?
That suggests it's not necessarily that the officers are no longer credible, but that they may not want to testify since they're under investigation.
They're not available right now. They're on paid leave, but their availability, I'm not sure, could be compromised in other reasons.
I think certainly in some people's eyes, it's probably very disappointing, to see this. But I think in light of all that's happened, I think right now the question about this organization is, are we credible? Do we have any legitimacy as an organization?
Antioch Police Chief Stephen Ford says there will likely be more felony dismissals with potentially thousands of cases under review. But he insists that his department can still do its job.
What's happening now is not abnormal. It's not truthfully earth-shaking to me. To your point, we still have officers coming to this organization every single day doing the right thing. I want to emphasize that.
Meanwhile, Antioch Mayor Lamar Thorpe says this is more reason that the officers involved in the texting scandal need to be fired.
Here are actual consequences as a result of these racist text messages. We're now victims and their families will no longer have, or potentially will no longer have justice as a result of all of this. And so these officers need to be fired immediately.
In Antioch, Ansar Hassan, ABC 7 News.